Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, with a very special memorial as we pay tribute to a fallen prodigy in XCOM The Long War. Yes, young Willow Devo Smith has made the ultimate sacrifice, falling in glorious battle against our alien foes. Young Willow whipped at her. She whipped it back and forth. She whipped it for all she was worth. She whipped it with every single fiber of her being. But alas, in the end, Willow's her was just no match for the burly fist of a Muton blade. And I have to say, things have been pretty tense around the barracks since the Sky Ranger returned with the fallen Willow. Jaden stormed into the landing bay, shoved everyone aside without a word, claimed Willow's body, and stormed out, and no one has seen him since. We can only assume that Jaden is somewhere stewing, just completely enraged about the loss of yet another sister. I mean, first it was Zoe Kravitz to the Ursa, and now Willow to a Muton. And deep, deep down, you know that Jaden has to blame himself for twice failing to protect his family, and you know that his father blames him for it. It's gotta be a grim time for old Jaden, but we just have to hope that the young man can rally from this blow to his confidence, that he can rise up from the depths of his despair, master his fear, and ghost his way to the vengeance, the way that his fallen sisters so richly deserve. I know Cypher Rage would want it that way. I know I want it that way. So let's head up and get to scanning and see if young Jaden can get a mission so he can get the opportunity for that payback. 10 Berserker corpses for 87 credits. Sure, why not? We should probably get rid of these. I gotta imagine the sight of the Berserker corpses, especially the one that killed his sister, could only be traumatic for young Jaden Smith. So it seems like maybe clearing out a little inventory in that department would be good for Jaden's mental health, if nothing else. Some psionic training complete. Let's see how we did.
New promotions.
Oh yes, Kesha. She's going down, folks. Yelling timber, look out. Here comes Kesha, though newly psychically powerful. And let's see if we can get a replacement for her in the tube. Tara Reid is still tired. Interesting. Oh, Jane. Oh, you know what? We've got to do it. We've got to do it. These 9 days in the tube, I really feel, is going to be, you know, it's just the medicine Jaden Smith needs. That's 9 days locked inside a steel container with nothing to do but focus his rage, focus his hatred, feed on the dark side, will Jaden. And when he emerges from the tube, his anger is going to be honed to a razor's edge, and he will be the sword that we need to strike down those bastard aliens. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful thing. And God help us all when Jaden gets out of that tube. He's going to be frothing like a madman. Oh, you know what, though? Now that I think about it, we probably... Oh, yeah, that was a mistake. We should not have put Jaden in the tube, actually. We should have held that tube slot for Tara Reid. Tara Reid needs to be in the tube right now, but... damned if my sense of drama is just not overpowering my better judgment. Also, yes, Brazil, you can have your floater corpses. I don't care. Yeah, we probably should have put Tara Reid in the tube instead. Oh well, them's the breaks. 10 secret. You know, I just can't say no to Canada. I just can't. Doesn't matter what they request. I just can't bring myself to say no. And this is a pretty ridiculous request, but yeah, whatever. There you go, Canada. Have fun, buddy. Trade me a plate of poutine next time. You can keep the engineers. So we got a...
extremely impressed with the progress of the XCOM project thus far.
Really, Optimus Prime? You're impressed? Because
Excuse
me, I was talking, sir. I had not yet finished.
That is not a statement this council makes.
That's very rude to talk when someone else is talking, Optimus Prime. Very rude. Kind of forcing me to wonder if perhaps that's not how your centuries of internecine Autobot versus Decepticon conflict got started. You guys are just a bunch of rude jerks who won't shut your fucking mouths, and the only way anyone could ever get a words in edgewise was to start throwing punches, and eventually just, you know, centuries of civil war because somebody wanted to object when you ordered fries because they wanted onion rings. You should study your own history, Optimus Prime. You know, they say that those that don't know history are doomed to repeat it, and I can't help but think if you continue such rude behavior, you're going to find yourself in a little human-on Autobot scrap here in the very near future. Also, this whole A thing... I refuse your A, sir. I'm going George C. Scott on this shit. I am not accepting your A. We lost a trooper this month.
Remember,
that is not A-level performance, Optimus Prime. No, you take that A and you can cram it straight up your A, Optimus Prime. That's what you can do with your fucking A. Jerk. Alright, so more psychic training finished.
Promotions available.
Oh yes, Shia LaBeouf LaBeef McBuff is buffer than ever, that Shia. Oh, that's just a gentle reminder, folks. Wendy's reminding you 2015 is the year to buff the beef. Buff the beef now at your local Wendy's. 2015, Shia LaBeouf, buff the beef. Psy Shadow for Tara Spector Reed. If she ever hopes to overtake Lindsay Lohan in the chase for the volunteer, she's going to need to pick that up quickly. 41%, though, I gotta say, her chances aren't fantastic. I have to get a little lucky. Alright, got some Psy training. More Psy training completed. Jennifer Lopez just does not have the soup to get it done. Well, that's troublesome, Jennifer. I'm sorry. I don't think you're going to get another chance, though, because we're going to put El Bibre in to pick up Distortion Field. I have to say, I got to prioritize El Bibre over you, though his chances are very poor. 33%. That's not good. Also, it's going to take El Bibre 10 days, which is an extraordinarily long time. Probably, maybe should have thrown J-Lo back in and had her take another go at Psy Panic. That also may prove to be a mistake for us. Back to scanning, I suppose.
Contact detected.
Alright, so we have a fighter high over Argentina, eh? Who are these guys? Raven 19, Raven 20? Where the hell did you come from? Why do you have no kills? And who the hell gave you a laser cannon? I'm very confused. How did these guys... You know what? Fuck it. Brick, go do your thing, buddy. I'm just gonna hurl a brick at him. Go shoot him with a laser cannon, that's fine. I'd be amazed if Brick brings this down. I mean, stranger things have happened, especially where Brick is involved, but... Yeah, so that's not exactly going well. Brick goes up, I think landed one hit, and then got shot twice. Brilliant performance.
Contact detected.
Then again, let's send up Raven 19s and 20 here. We might as well. I mean, because if we send up old Paulson, the lawn dart is going to straight up skewer these bitches, and we won't get a mission. We'll just get a ball of wreckage. I'd really like to bring these guys down without destroying their craft entirely.
Heavy fire! We're punching out!
Mm-hmm. Let's never mention that again.
Contact detected.
Ever. Just, let's not speak of it. Let's just pretend it never happened. Raven 19 was no one. This means nothing to me. And that laser cannon set us back a whopping 75 credits. Let's just pretend that never happened. Lawn dart, I don't care what you do to these guys. I really don't now. I should have just sent you up in the first place, shouldn't I, Lawn dart? You know what? I should have. And, the loss of that interceptor is really, honestly, no less than I deserve. That's, yeah, that's what I get. That's what I get for trusting a rookie. Should have just played my ace straight up. Shouldn't have screwed around. Let's, while we're doing this, let's get this guy a name. No, we're not gonna have two Candyman Decaxiuses. I simply will not allow it. One is a fucking tragedy enough. That guy is terrible. Let's go with Peanuts Hatch instead. That's much better. Now, every time this guy goes up and fails to get a kill, we can just blame it on fucking Lucy for yanking the football out from under him. We're going to order a replacement interceptor for whoever the fuck Raven 19 was. Jesus, we don't even care at this point. Do I need to build another laser cannon, or do I have one? I may actually have one. Do we have a spare? We do. Actually, we have plenty of spare laser cannons, so we just won't even worry about building one. Could have built a replacement for the one that's lost, but I find that I don't care. Let's get back to scanning here. I am going to feel bad for Peanuts, though, every time Lucy pulls that football out from under him. Seriously, if I was Charlie Brown, I would have fucking planted a cleat so far up that bitch's ass that it would have fucking winked at her when she brushed her teeth. About the third time she pulled that football out from in front of me, it would have been a second-degree murder rap for old Chuck Brown, because I'd have been stomping on her face until Lynn, just there would have been no more. The psychiatrist is in for 5 cents for Lucy. She would have needed dramatically more than 5 cents to pay the medical bills after the fucking thorough face stomping she got from me. Fuck Lucy. She's a bitch. Seems like a lot of venom for a Peanuts character. Probably says more about me than I'm comfortable admitting. A lot of rage issues, I guess, when it comes to my Peanuts. Anyway, let's put a team together here. We got a small UFO. Lindsay Lohan's going on this mission because Lindsay needs a psychic EXP. I see no reason not to take her. I'm actually considering taking Penelope Raven Cruz on a mission and actually doing it deliberately. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna think... I immediately thought better of that. Thinking about trying to level her up, but we really don't need snipers that bad. We only use them on outdoor missions, and we have 3 already Master Sergeant officer level ones. Let's not, you know, let's not get greedy. Let's just accept what we have and be comfortable with it. Seraphim armor then for Amanda Bynes. We're going to give Amanda a little bit of plasma sniper rifle as well. Let's load her up with the scope, laser sight, high capacity mags. Amanda Bynes ready to lead us to victory. Lindsay all day low hand, definitely going on this mission. Got to get Lindsay that psychic EXP. Got to get that EXP for the low hand. Do we want to give low hand vortex armor? She does have Psi Shadow, so the vortex armor Psi Shadow thing is going to make her a pretty powerful little combination. That being said, we could give it to someone who has a little lower willpower and isn't quite as gifted psychically as Lindsay Lohan. Maybe just give Lohan extra armor. You know, I think we'll do that. And it's going to be a scope, laser sight, of course a plasma rifle for Lindsay, although really at this point our true concern with Lindsay Lohan is going to be more landing psychic abilities than it is killing aliens. If the choice comes down to killing something that isn't going to kill me or hitting it with the psychic power, I would probably much prefer to hit it with the psychic power in all honesty. What about gunners here? You know, don't we have Katie Firework Perry? Is she ready to roll? Oh yes. Katy Perry is ready to show us what she's worth, and I am comfortable letting Katie do precisely that. Miss Perry, if you would, launch yourself forth on this mission into the fray to do battle with our enemies, and let us hear you roar, Katie. We want to hear that roar. You come at them like a dark horse, and then you fucking trample them into the dirt, Katie. That's what we're looking for. Gonna need a scout, gonna need an assault trooper. Scouts, we got a pretty wide range of options, but I'm thinking we're probably going to take Immortal Madman Reb Brown, simply because Reb Brown needs Psychic EXP. And the only other scout we have that needs Psychic EXP is Madonna, and I'm not fucking taking Madonna anywhere. So, there you have it. Just not going to do it. You could give the Vortex armor to Reb. That has some interesting... don't think I'm going to do it. I mean, he is an Immortal Madman. He can't be killed by mortal weapons, but... really don't want to take a chance on Reb getting... Eowyn from Lord of the Rings and being killed by some manner of immortal weapon. So it's probably best to just make sure Reb is as protected as possible. We're going to give Reb an arc thrower for whatever reason. I don't really know a good one. More interested in the Psy Grenade. At some point, I'm going to remember that I have that, and I am going to fucking throw it at something. I promise I will. It's a promise I'm probably going to break right away because I'll forget, but, you know, I could promise whatever I want. Just, I don't have to deliver. And when I fail to deliver, well, it's up to you to let me know that I'm a fuck-up. Feel free to do so in the comments. Charlie Winning Sheen, you'll be a fine assault trooper for this mission. It's a small UFO, so the resistance shouldn't be overwhelming. We can probably get by with a Charlie Sheen level of intervention. Don't really feel we're going to need either a Sir Sidney Poitier nor a Miley Yeah Cyrus. Probably a little bit of overkill there. Reflex Cannon, Walker Servos, Breaching Ammo, Arc Thrower. Old Chuck is sorted. I think that just needs us with a medic. Who wants the gig? McBeef, of course, wants the gig. Man, that doesn't really leave us... that's fine. Just get your Psychic EXP. Get your Psychic EXP here. McBeef reminding ya to get ya, you know, buff the beef this year at Wendy's. Also, get your Psychic EXP. The beef needs that EXP more than anyone, except perhaps Lindsay Lohan or Tara Reid. Now, McBeef's got a real good aim. We're just going to give him a regular plasma rifle, and I think that's got him sorted. Engineer. Do we have an engineer that needs Psychic EXP? The answer is yes. Actually, a couple. Specifically, we're going with Kristen Thousand Yard Stewart on this mission, however. Oh, you know what? We're not actually... Sorry, McBeef, we're not taking you. I couldn't help but notice as I scrolled through the list that John Ratleguizamo was also available for this mission. And John Ratleguizamo is a twofer. Both regular EXP and Psychic EXP. And the Rat also more psychically powerful. So, yeah, sorry. You've been bumped, McBeef. You've been bumped for the beef. We're going to go with the little Rat Man. John Leguizamo, we're going to send him forth to gnaw at our foes. He's been doing a fine job. Once you get the rat inside your brain, there's no cure for it. He's just in there, chewing at your brain, bringing you down like a runaway train. Little Titan armor then for Kristen. We should probably give Kristen Stewart that Vortex armor, actually, now that I think about it. Kristen Stewart's foot speed is a little low. So let's swap that up. We'll go with the Rat here. We'll give the Rat Titan armor. He has a much better willpower than Case 2 anyway. So having the Vortex armor will not only speed Kristen Stewart up, also going to help her somewhat lower willpower, put her on parity with the Rat, which is fine. Got that sorted. And for our mech trooper, if Charlie Hunnam is available, we're going to take Chuck. We're still trying to get him to Master Sergeant. not quite there yet, and he is available. He's closing in. 700 and some to go, and like 600 and change. I have every confidence that old Charlie Hunnam will make it eventually. Only going to take one proximity mine launcher since this is a small UFO mission. We'll take the regular grenade launcher just to add a little versatility. And rather than the Illyrium turbos, I think we'll go with tactical sensors just to make Charlie as hard to hit as possible. Been experiencing some good benefits with the tactical sensors lately. I think I'm going to stick with it. And that's our team. So off we go down to, what's Brazil, was it? Yeah, it had to be Brazil because we lost one of our unnamed Raven 20s. And I gotta say, the Raven nickname has been terribly unlucky for all of our troopers. If you'll recall, Penelope Raven Cruz is a thing, so, you know. Operation First Knife?
Next. The threat there seems to be the most pressing.
Shouldn't it be First Blade? You know, like Sirio Farrell, First Blade of Bravos? That guy was a badass, killed a bunch of dudes with a wooden sword. Seems much more inspirational than Operation First Knife. Yeah, what do I know, Bradford? You're the guy who names the missions. I have to assume that your drunken ass just pukes on a list of names, and whichever ones are still legible through the crust of your vomit is the ones, you know, those are the ones that you pick for the mission name. You've got to be kidding me with this map. This is like the third time in a row we fought this map. Didn't we fight on the farm or something? We haven't been to, like, Brazil, Wisconsin in a good long while. Getting real tired of the small UFO grind, folks, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Charlie, why don't you go see if you can find us a pod? Psychic EXP, the aliens got it. We need it. Let's make it happen. Nothing over there. Red Brown? Nah. You know what, Red? Why don't you just go over here to this rock? You can go in Overwatch. Charlie Sheen. See, no, there you go. Alright, so Charlie Sheen spotted some enemies for us.
They got me flanked.
Yeah, it's somewhat poorly done, Chuck. You're probably going to have to move again, buddy. None of them are, well, actually some of them are on Overwatch, and we have nobody with lightning reflexes to help save you. Well, that's a delight. So this has already gone pretty badly. Who do we got left? We got John Leguizamo. Amanda Bynes actually might be able to sort of get us out of some of this. She's not going to be able to kill either of those. She could disable a weapon on one. Alright, so here's what we do. First off, we have Amanda take this reasonably poor shot. And Amanda straight up delivering a kill. Excellent. Nicely done, Amanda Bynes. I'm very well pleased with what you're bringing to the table there. And then we're going to have her go ahead and use her squad side ability to disable the weapon on one of these mechtoids. Doink. So that gentleman ain't going to be shooting shit. It also is going to take away his Overwatch. Lindsay Lohan, let's get you camoed up. Well, it didn't actually camo you, for whatever reason. Lindsay can see two. That's the one we should have disabled the back guy. Then we could have had Lindsay panic the front one. That would have been probably the smarter move. We'll revisit that in a moment. K-Stu, I got a feeling you're not going to be able to do much for us.
On the move.
Kristen Stewart can see two. You know what? We're going to go ahead and have K-Stu just panic this guy. Oh, that was a mistake. If he has rapid reaction, Kristen Stewart's going to get shot in the mouth. Fortunately for us, he does not have rapid reaction, and Kristen Stewart did not get shot in the mouth. Let's bring up our little rat trooper here. I have a feeling we're going to be panicking most of the enemy team. Yep, that's the only thing John Leguizamo can see, so, hey, you know what? Panic everywhere. Panic at the motherfucking disco, y'all. We're going to be panicking every single one of these sons of bitches. Charlie Sheen still in a somewhat vulnerable position. Katie Firework Perry, can she get a shot at anyone? She can. What's that shot look like? It looks bad, is how it looks, so we're going to put Katie Firework Perry on Overwatch. That just leaves Charlie Sheen, who is no longer flanked, but is in a bad position and probably, in all honesty, needs to fall back. Let's do that. We're going to risk the Overwatch here. Even if this hits, it's not likely to kill Charlie. And we got lucky, and that was a miss. So Charlie showing off some lightning-like reflexes, despite the fact that Charlie doesn't actually have lightning reflexes. Yeah, I think we'll just put Lindsay Lohan on Overwatch. If that other Muton wants to come up and get into this fight, we're going to make him pay to do it. Or Lindsay could just shoot at this mechtoid. That's fine. Between Lindsay and Katie Firework Perry, they put quite a hurting on that guy. 22 damage. That's some solid output. This guy's really quick, though. It's a double move. A double move. Alright, so yeah, this is unfortunate. This guy may be taking a shot at Lindsay Lohan. Nope, he's going to blood call and try and rally his panicked friend. Not appear to be paying dividends, however. Alright, so that went, all things considered, pretty well. Katie Firework Perry has no psychic abilities, but she does have a can't miss shot at this gentleman. That's going to end his day. There we go. That's one Mechtoid down. Katy Perry putting a smackdown on our foes. That's why we brought her. Katy Perry roaring just like we knew she would. And I think it's time for a little bit of additional panic here. I see no reason to spare the enemy from our panicking power. I mean, Psychic EXP is what we came on the mission to get, so there is no reason at all for us to avoid taking that EXP when the opportunity arises. 42% chance to hit is reasonable, but you know what is better than 42%? Guaranteed 100%. We're just going to have Case 2 drop a grenade on this guy. Nice arc, too, off the top of the tree. One hopper off the rock. If Kristen Stewart was playing horse, that'd be a hell of a shot to have to follow up with. Over the busted tree, off the rock, into the Muton's pocket. Quite a shot. Gonna have Amanda the Man Bynes putting some long-range damage on our panicked Mechtoid friend back there. And I would be completely comfortable just letting her slowly pick that gentleman apart for the remainder of the mission. We can easily do that. Charlie Raleigh Beckett Hunnam just going to take a shot here. Higher percentage on the Mechtoid. He isn't panicked quite as long as the other friend. Charlie, of course, delivering a fine miss there. Well done, sir.
Target still in play.
Yeah, I noticed. You didn't need to mention that. Let's have Red Brown. Sure. Red Brown, go ahead and Mind Fray this guy. Could theoretically do more than 1 damage. It didn't. That's fine. We've got enough troopers to deal with that, gentlemen. Some of our non-psychically powered troopers. And I think the entire enemy team is panicked, right? They are. Alright, well, let's just run and gun them.
The speed of death.
So, Charlie Sheen, as he so claims here, moving at the speed of death. What is the speed of death, by the way, Charlie? Could you define that? Or is it just something you thought would be really cool to say, and then you said it, and it turns out it wasn't nearly as cool as you thought, and now you're just sort of fucking embarrassed? Also, nice damage, by the way. We could move the Rat forward. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. We're going to bring the Rat forward here, put his distortion ability on a couple of our other troopers. We'll have the Rat take a poke at this Mechtoid. 5 damage. Nothing to sneeze at from the Rat. I mean, it's a solid contribution. Team Alien with a whole lot of nothing going on here. Alright then. So let's see. We could have the Rat Mind Fray a guy. That's something we could do. First off, we're just going to move the Rat forward a little bit. Let's have him... You know, I got a feeling Katy Perry and Charlie Hunnam are going to do for that gentleman. Let's just have the Rat go for a Mind Fray here, pick up some more Psychic EXP for himself. There we go. Nicely done. Wouldn't mind getting a shot into that guy either. If you could not kill him, that'd be handy, Lindsay Lohan. Alright, yeah, I noticed. We'll come back to you in a moment then, Lindsay, don't worry. Have Charlie Hunnam take a couple cracks at our Mechtoid friend, who I think is due to come off panic this turn, so we'll probably have Charlie just go ahead and double tap him. Charlie not getting it done. Come on, Chuck, what's the matter, buddy? You feeling okay? I mean, you're usually better than this, sir. I mean, I'm not trying to make you feel bad or anything. I'm just kind of observing the phenomenon that are being presented, and I can't help but feel that you're underperforming slightly. Katy Perry, however, doesn't know the meaning of the word underperform. Good, sweet, goddamn, Katy Perry is handing out some crazy fucking beatdowns there. Let's put Amanda the Man Bynes in the air, where she belongs. Up high, so high she almost touched the sky. Thank you, thank you. Thank God for you, Amanda Bynes, the wind beneath my wings. You won't kill that guy, will you? Not unless you're critical, which you're not really terribly likely to do. See if you can soften him up for Charlie Sheen. If you kill him, that's fine too. We're not really... It's not a problem. Nope, perfectly done. Way to be, Amanda. Quite proud of you. So Charlie, then, how do you feel about a little bit of capture action? We'll take a plasma rifle. I mean, the aliens want to just hand us one. We'll take it.
Say goodnight.
Okay, well, that's that's a failure. So, you know, that's a thing. Let's go ahead and Mind Fray that guy, then, while we can. We're going to get an extra 1 damage here and put him at the health minimum. He should be panicked for at least 1 more turn, so we may have an opportunity to get Red Brown into the region to go for a capture himself.
Roger, Dodger.
We will do that. I have no qualms about taking 2 capture attempts here on a plasma rifle. That's fine. Let's just, we could have Kristen Stewart kill that man with her brain, but I don't think we're going to. Let's just put Kristen on Overwatch. If we fail the stun attempt with Red Brown, then we'll have Kristen Stewart kill it with her brain. Actually, we should have Lindsay Lohan kill it with her brain. We'll have Lindsay Lohan kill it. Now, Lindsay may be on a cooldown. Somebody's going to kill it with their brain. That's the one thing we know for sure, is that's going to happen. So Red Brown cannot try and throw a stun attempt from here? No, he can't. Alright, stun him, Reb.
Subduing time.
Yep. Red Brown also with the no-go. Alright then. Well, if that's the way you want to play it, aliens, you're about to die to somebody's brain power. And it looks like that somebody's going to be Kristen Stewart, which you should be ashamed of. Yeah, it is going to be Kristen Stewart. You know what, alien? It's a good thing you're dead, because otherwise you'd be the laughingstock of aliens everywhere. Killed by Kristen Stewart's fucking brain. That's pathetic, sir. Pathetic. Little reload there for Amanda Bynes. We'll drop Amanda into Overwatch. And the rest of the team, then, we're just going to head up to the Fallen Craft. If this doesn't spawn a pod, we'll have Charlie reload. Yep. And I know I'm being a little over-aggressive here. This, like I said, any of these moves possibly could spawn a pod, but I'm really not overly concerned about that. It's going to be like floaters or something not really particularly dangerous, so nothing that I'm concerned we'll be unable to handle.
Let's do this.
Lindsay, you know what? You can just stay in the open. We'll go ahead and give you a little bit of reload there. Rat, you can take cover behind this tree, buddy.
Moving out.
And next turn we'll probably have you throw a battle scanner for us. Alright, Team Alien, what do you got? We sort of made a laughingstock of your muton friends, although I hear more mutons, which I have to say I was not expecting. Possibly glad that my sort of wanton advance here didn't necessarily burn me. If we had come into cross mutons or like berserkers or something, that could have been a problem. John Leguizamo revealing a little more map for us. Looks like it's still safe to proceed. We would like to get Lindsay Lohan into full cover if possible to take advantage of Psy Shadow. There we go. Lindsay cloaking up, moving in like the motherfucking predator that she is. You can say what you want, but that Lindsay Lohan, she is a predator. Oh yes. A sexual predator. She's a kitten. She's a minx. Also, she will fucking shoot you square in the face and blow your head clean the hell off your body, too. I mean, it's doubly appropriate. Lindsay, both a sexual predator and a legitimate predator. She's a fucking hardcore, stone-cold killer. You don't want to mess with Lindsay Lohan. I mean, the words femme fatale were invented specifically for Lindsay Lohan. They'd never been used prior to Lindsay's birth, and only have been used to describe Lindsay since her birth. Little known fact. Strange but true. It's kind of a QI sort of fact, in fact. See what I did there? Yeah, it wasn't funny, you're right. Just forget I said it. Let's continue our assault here. Where is our engineer? Kristen Stewart?
I think I heard something.
She's lollygagging a bit, K-Stu. We kind of need you in the fight, my dear. Could you maybe advance up here into this general area and then deploy a battle scanner for us with your enhanced throwing arm?
Affirmative, Commander.
Charlie Hunnam take a slight advance as well. He's going to go on Overwatch, though. I don't really want to get too much further forward. We will have a couple units take more aggressive advances since we have relatively strong reason to believe that these moves are still safe.
Affirmative.
Little midnight run style. Is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? Katie Firework Perry going to take cover behind a rock and reload. The Rat, why don't you take Katie's old position? And that leaves Amanda Bynes, who's going to be on Overwatch for us. And then it's just Lindsay Lohan, who's going to stealth her way over to another rock. Lindsay can see the enemy, but did not crack the pod. I think we will wait on that. So let's just go on Overwatch with Lindsay. Alright, so Lindsay Lohan going to decloak herself. She's also going to decloak one of those mutons from, or one of those floaters, rather, from life itself. Got a Berserker coming up on our 6. That is not good. Reason to suspect we're going to be able to kill him. What do we got? Something else over there. Okay. So, this is somewhat suboptimal. This Berserker is a bit of a problem. Raleigh Beckett, what's your chance to hit the Berserker from here? You can't even see the Berserker from here, and that is a sincere problem. Katie Firework Perry should be able to do some okay work for us. Let's have her start things off with this Berserker. Nice little 11 damage and some hollow targeting. Berserker, of course, going to make an effort to intimidate. I have a feeling that's going to fail. Nope, Katy Perry has panicked. Alright then. Lindsay Lohan, of course, not going to fall for that panic bullshit. Lindsay ain't scared. Lindsay ain't scared. Charlie Hunneman's scared either, and he's going to drill that dude in the face for a massive 12 damage. I got to imagine that Charlie's going to be unimpressed by his intimidate attempt as well. Yeah, Charlie also not really giving much of a fuck. He's going to go ahead and finish this gentleman off. Berserker's dash toward the enemy has done nothing but make him easier for our troopers to deal with, for which we are eternally grateful. Amanda the Man Binds is going to poke a couple floaters here. Scratch one. Bam! Amanda Bynes delivers. Bullet to the side of the head. She's going to go for the double tap. There it is, folks. 2 for 2. Amanda Bynes. 2 shots, 2 kills. True sniper fashion, and I tend to concur, Amanda. He is most certainly not a problem anymore. Lindsay Lohan, I think we will have take a shot at this guy. If this... no, you know what? Let's not. Well, this is interesting. We could have her take a shot. If the shot doesn't work, then we panic it and let the rest of the team come over and screw around with it. Alternatively, if the one shot she takes kills it, we can save our psychic powers for the outsiders who are lurking inside. So let's go ahead and take the shot. Alright, Lindsay has missed. That's unfortunate, but not entirely insurmountable. We'll just have her go ahead and panic this gentleman. Psychic EXP for Lindsay. A very frightened floater for the rest of the team. It is hunkered down. That's fine. We're going to mostly advance on it and work on killing it with our brains. Psychic EXP abounds, folks. Some Mind Fray from K-Stew. Delivers. Very creepy laugh, by the way, Kristen Stewart. I have to say, that was pretty impressive. I have to imagine that's the sound that Robert Pattinson hears every night in his dreams, much to his dismay. Mind Fray from Reb Brown as well.
You're gonna wish you stayed home.
Delivers. Reb Brown with the more sort of reasonable, sensible advice, just advising the alien that they should have stayed home. Honestly, Reb probably in the right on that one. Let's get the rat over here. We'll have the rat capitalize on a little psychic EXP as well. This guy is mind frayed all the shit and also panicked to boot, so I mean it's not like he's any kind of threat at all. And I think basically everyone who has a chance to fuck with him has now fucked with him. Yeah, Charlie Sheen, the only one who hasn't really sort of given him the what for. And we'll move Charlie Sheen over in that direction so that Charlie can, you know, give him the what for. Our floater friend is still panicked. So is Katy Perry. Katy, come on, get your shit together. You're better than that, Katy Perry. You're better than that. We don't need to panic this guy again. Let's save the panic for the outsiders. We'll just have K-Stew go ahead and rack up a kill here. Kristen Stewart does still need regular EXP, so posting some kills won't do her any harm. Did I just throw a battle scanner on that guy? Yes, I did. I really have got to stop doing that. Or alternatively, you know, I think maybe the fault lies with Kristen Stewart, because both times I've done that, I've done it with Kristen Stewart. I think maybe the situation is Kristen is unable to tell the difference between a grenade and a battle scanner. I think perhaps some elementary weapons training is in order for Kristen Stewart so that we can ensure she is no longer confused about what constitutes an offensive grenade and what constitutes a tactical device.
Roger that.
I think her confusion could potentially be problematic in the, you know, in the future in a more critical situation. We don't really want Kristen making those sorts of mistakes. We're going to dash with Charlie Sheen here. The only thing that should be left in this mission are just 2 outsiders. They're going to be inside there. We're going to set up, we'll walk in, panic them both, get as much psychic EXP out of them as we can, and then we're going to kill them. And you can say, man, you're milking this shit. And yes, you're right, I totally am milking it. And the concealed Lindsay Lohan taking an advance here. With her Predator-like stealth ability, she'll be in fine shape.
On the move.
Hey, Stu's going to advance so she can do a little bit of mind fraying. Similar situation here with old Reb Brown. Although Reb's pathing is less than optimal, could potentially have spawned a pod. That would have been unfortunate. Chuck, you get on Overwatch. Firework.
Let's do this.
Could just post up back there. Amanda Bynes, really, I think your job is done for this mission. Why don't you just reload and then go on Overwatch? I really feel that Amanda has contributed everything we could hope that Amanda would have contributed.
I'm on my way.
She's performed flawlessly, she really has. Dr. General Mr. Jiggles has been whispering some strong advice into her ear today, I gotta say, and we are well pleased with Dr. General Jiggles. He's telling Amanda the right moves to make, and she's making all the right moves. John Leguizamo going to check a battle scanner in here so we can sort of get an idea where those outsiders are. They're over there. Alright, well, that's not really a problem for anyone. John Leguizamo styling up on top of that crate, making himself look like a big man. Outsiders are just chilling. That's fine. Lindsay All Day Lohan here.
Looks like AT's got a party line.
Yep, sure does. Not sure how he saw you, considering the fact that, you know, you actually were concealed there. That's okay. We've got no problems. So, outsider number 1, you, sir, are now afraid. He's going to panic and hunker down. He's got that sorted. And Kristen Stewart is going to give your little friend here a very similar treatment.
No one can hear you scream.
And he also is panicked. So, our outsider friends are pretty much locked down mentally. We've got them in the shitbox. And now that they are in the shitbox, Charlie Sheen here is going to make short work of this gentleman. That's hit number 1, and Charlie is going to go 2 for 2 and rack himself a kill. One more win for the pile of win that is Charlie Sheen. That's a terrible shot, Katy Perry. Also, we don't necessarily want that guy dead yet. Let's abuse him a little more. We're going to go for the yell at a chocobo strategy. I mean, he is panicked, so he's got nothing to bring to the table. We're going to advance anyone who can get Psychic EXP up into a position to take full advantage of that. And we're going to put Charlie Hunnam in a flank position right at that guy's back.
On my way.
Alien canister.
Katy Perry, move in case we need her to fire. She's probably sorted. Reb Brown, you can advance up to here. Throw a little mind fray for us, if you would, Reb. Rebster going to get himself a little Psychic EXP with a 85% mind fray. Gotta say, Reb,
You're gonna wish you stayed home.
it's not really a strong percentage, sir. Now, in the interest of cheesy bullshit gameplay, I would like to point out... Oh, that's a bad shot. You know what? Just go on Overwatch, Amanda.
On Overwatch.
We could theoretically milk this outsider for free Psychic EXP effectively forever. He's going to regenerate 6 health a turn, and we have enough panics that we could rotate them and keep them going until every single one of our troopers had acquired enough Psychic EXP to make their next level.
On the move.
I don't think I'm going to do that. Mostly, well, not mostly, but I mean, it is kind of cheesy and it seems like sort of a shitty, cheap thing to do. That's not the reason that I'm not going to do it, however. The reason I'm not going to do it is because I honestly don't think I have the patience for it. Anybody else who can get some cheap EXP right now, though, I mean, we're going to capitalize on that. The other thing is you don't have any way to tell when your troopers are maxed out. I mean, also, it would take a good goddamn long time for Lindsay Lohan to hit the max on this. The other thing I would be worried about is that after an extensive period of doing that, we would possibly run into a situation where the game might just bug and it would all be wasted time for naught.
Moving to position.
Psychic attacks that cause panic on units that are already panicked, or things like Mind Fray, which can cause them to fall back and flee,
More nightmares.
sometimes don't really play too well with build 13, and they will crash a mission. So now that everybody who can throw a cheap Psychic Panic has done so, probably what we'll do here is just kill this guy. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and cap him off. The only other things we could do is have John Leguizamo throw a panic at him, panic him again, and I'm not sure that's really worth the investment of time. So we're going to soften him up. Charlie Hunnam, that's a... Well, you softened up the craft, that's for sure, Charlie. So, I mean, something got soft, that's well done. We're just going to have Red Brown take a shot. 7 damage and a hollow target for the Rebster. Charlie Sheen, I think we'll just have him walk up and kill it then.
Will do.
Oh, Charlie Sheen, with his patented put a gun in a helpless enemy's mouth and pull the trigger maneuver, has put his gun in the mouth of a helpless enemy and pulled the trigger. Operation First Knife, a textbook success. Then again, the aliens really never had much of a chance. I don't think we even got shot at. Oh, no, we did take one Overwatch shot, I think, with Charlie Sheen, but that may have been the only enemies that even fired at us the whole mission. The rest of them were either panicked or locked down for the entire duration of the show.
Missions like that are sure to boost everyone's confidence. Well done, Commander.
I gotta say, Bradford, it actually helped my confidence more than a little. Also, Charlie Sheen picking up a level. Charlie's gonna be a sprinter because we need faster troopers, so you can learn how to sprint, Charlie Sheen. Not sure how you reached your age in life without having previously known how to sprint, but, you know, them's the breaks. I really love Savior. Packmaster is also interesting, but I do really like Savior, and I'm going to take Savior. That makes John Leguizamo now easily our most capable medic. He is the most powerful medic in the barracks, folks. The little rat. And look at this! John Rat Leguizamo on 33 missions with only 11 kills. Our most powerful medic, and his kill to mission ratio is terrible. Just absolutely terrible. Kristen Stewart with a slightly 1-to-1 kill to mission ratio. Kristen Stewart not picking up as much psychic EXP there as I necessarily would have hoped, but she did manage to reach peak level and pick up Bombard, which now makes Kristen Stewart a fantastic addition to any single team. Quite pleased with Kristen's performance. Not in any of the films she's ever been in, because nobody is pleased by those performances, but quite pleased with her XCOM performance. Some damaged junk, some stuff we don't want, blah, blah, blah. Let's head to the gray market. We'll get rid of that, and once those items are sold, I think we will go ahead and wrap things up here. So let's get rid of this junk. Now, granted, I have a ton of other junk that I could also probably get rid of, like these 42 power sources that I completely don't need. But we're just going to keep all those things for fulfilling requests, and it's fine. And that's that. So, if you enjoyed the episode, first off, let me thank you for watching. But if you did enjoy the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support really does mean a lot to me. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, of course, consider subscribing as well, and you'll get those notifications piped straight to your main YouTube page. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.